Do you know that a lot of players are struggling with their technique and posture when they're playing live? Don't worry. Today I'm going to tell you about a technique that I use all the time to improve my technique and my stand on stage. Show reel! Welcome back to another episode of Shredding with Gheeyeh, Shredding with me. Today I'm going to talk about a simple technique that I use to improve my technique and my posture, of course, when I'm playing live. And it's very simple. It's the mirror technique. So how to use that? Definitely quite easy. You will have to use a mirror. And what is the advantage of using a mirror? You can see immediately as you play your technique, you can see your pick and angle, your left hand, how is your posture when you practice. For example, you have practicing scales or something, or a lick. You can see in the mirror exactly in real time what's happening with your hands. What I want to tell you today, for example, when you practice scales, for example, you can watch your right hand, and I've been using this quite a lot to improve my picking hand. So you can be aware of what's happening with your right hand. For example, picking. You can see there, and I'm using minimal movement. So it allows me to control what I'm doing in real time. You can use the camera as well or a cell phone. The problem with that, it's sometimes the screen is very small and you can see in detail what's happening in real time. Sometimes you gotta, look at the footage and stuff. And sometimes it's too late. For example, if you have a performance, it's the same thing. You can see you play on stage and improve that. But when you're rehearsing at home, it's very good to have a mirror. For example, I've been able to improve what I said before, my right hand technique, just by looking to my thumb in the mirror. Before I started using this to improve my technique, I was using a very peculiar technique to play, and I guess something natural that happened, and I used this finger, and I put it in the guitar, and I did this movement. That was my previous technique, but as soon as I started looking at me playing live, and actually after playing live, I felt that I was doing extra efforts. I was playing very tense, and it wasn't a good thing for me, and that was like a long time ago. So I started working with a mirror to improve that. Like, see, so instead of sometimes I've seen players that do this. So you can see a huge difference there. You're doing less movement. Your arm is relaxed. So it allows you and it enables you to see yourself when you're playing or practicing or whatever you're doing musically, your posture. How you hold a guitar, how does your arms look? If you're relaxed, and it avoids you to have injuries in the future. So it's a very good thing. Now, the fretting hand is another thing. If you're using the right fingers, maybe you're practicing something that is difficult for you, and you can stop right there and see what is the problem in a perspective that is not your eyes looking down there, but it's looking in front of you. You know, you have like, and there's a scientific thing too, that when you're doing this, it helps your brain to comprehend better what you're doing and how to fix it. All right. So what I would like to encourage you to do is, for example, when you play arpeggios or a scale, to watch yourself very in detail. Try to be. You see my hand right there? It's totally relaxed. I'm not. You see, it's been so long that I've been doing this that you can see the result. It's totally relaxed. I don't struggle at all. Now, when it's, for example, a performance, you want to look good for the audiences. You don't want to see your face. Of course, it's inevitable that if you're doing a band or something, you're doing. But that's acceptable faces. I know this is kind of, shallow to say, but as a performer, you have to be appealing to your public. So a good way to improve that is using the mirror. Another thing that you can do, of course, is when you learn new stuff, if you're feeling that you have like a mistake somewhere or it happens all the time, do the same thing. Look in the mirror, and it's a very good representation of what's happening in the moment. So try it. Don't believe me. Just try it. Please leave your comments down below. Let me know what do you want to see on next episodes. And please subscribe, give me the thumbs up, and see you in another episode of Shredding with Gheeyeh, Shredding with me. Show real!